I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Monday, August the 5th, 2013. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, U.S. General Martin Dempsey, will be visiting Israel this month as a guest of Israel's Chief of Staff, Major General Benny Gantz. Dempsey will also reportedly meet with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as well as Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon. Israeli daily Yediot Aharonot reported that Dempsey was scheduled to arrive in Israel last night and begin meetings with Israeli leaders today. However, the Pentagon would not confirm those reports, though they did say that Dempsey would be visiting Israel and Jordan in mid-August. And the Jerusalem Post reported that Dempsey would arrive next week. The American general's meetings with Israeli leaders are expected to focus on the ongoing civil war in Syria and the nuclear threat from Iran. Meanwhile, 76 U.S. senators signed on to a letter lobbied for by the American-Israel Public Affairs Committee, urging President Obama to place greater pressure on Iran to end its nuclear weapons program. The AIPAC-backed letter, initiated by New Jersey Democratic Senator Robert Menendez, who's also chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, outlines strategic elements in dealing with Iran, including being open to negotiations, but also calling for the toughening of sanctions and for a convincing threat of the use of force that Iran will believe. The letter read, quote, "We must be prepared to act, and Iran must see that we are prepared." As we reported to you last week, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a measure imposing tougher sanctions on Iran, known as the Nuclear Iran Prevention Act, in a vote of 400 to 20. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had welcomed the bill, saying the House of Representatives has sent a clear message to the Iranian regime that international pressure will increase until Iran meets its obligations and ceases its pursuit of a nuclear weapons capability. The bill will now go to the Senate for consideration in September after the congressional summer recess. Well, more details have emerged regarding the ultra-Orthodox Jewish man who was accused of offering to spy on Israel for Iran. The 46-year-old, who is a member of the anti-Zionist fringe group Neturei Karta, was arrested last month in Israel by the Shin Bet, Israel's security agency. It was revealed during court proceedings at Jerusalem's district court today that the man had previously tried to obtain a Libyan passport from an embassy somewhere in Europe. It was also revealed that the man previously served in the IDF, but was ultimately released for mental health reasons. The man, whose name is under gag order, is accused of meeting with Iranian officials at their embassy in Berlin and offering to spy on Israel and, quote, kill a Zionist. The court will decide within the next 2 days whether or not to release the man's name and if he is to be held in police custody until the end of proceedings. The Chabad rabbi who was shot in southern Russia last month in what authorities said was likely a terrorist attack was discharged from an Israeli hospital yesterday. Rabbi Artur Ovadia Isakov was released from Beilinson Hospital in Petach Tikva on Sunday, where he had surgery to repair his liver. Isakov had been airlifted to Israel after being shot on July the 24th outside his home in Derbent near Chechnya. A Los Angeles-based litigation and business consulting firm removed an offensive photo from their website after complaints received from a Holocaust museum. Econ One had used an image of barbed wire and a guard tower from the Birkenau death camp on its site, with the text underneath referring to their high work ethic. Employees of the Auschwitz-Birkenau State Museum in Poland had seen the image on Friday and consulted with their lawyers. Econ One said today that they were unaware that the image used in its ad to depict the movie The Great Escape was, in fact, an image of Birkenau. They said that they immediately removed all images once it was brought to their attention. Econ One apologized for any offense they might have caused. The Helen Diller Family Foundation announced the recipients of the 2013 Diller Teen Tikkun Olam, or Repair the World Awards. The 10 young Jewish leaders in volunteerism will each receive $36,000 in recognition of their leadership, innovation, and commitment to making the world a better place. This year's winners were recognized for their work and innovations in the fields of Alzheimer's disease, autism, and homelessness. The teens will be honored at a celebratory luncheon event at the end of this month in San Francisco. The Tikkun Olam Awards are one of a number of projects funded by the Helen Diller Family Foundation to develop leadership in teens and enhance Jewish education, spearheaded by Bay Area philanthropist Helen Diller. And finally today, New York Knicks star Amari Stoudemire is reportedly on his way to becoming an Israeli citizen. Stoudemire's agent, Happy Walters, told New York Magazine that the Knicks power forward is in the application process. Walters said, quote, he's getting citizenship, he's applied, and he's there now. Stoudemire, who has Jewish roots on his mother's side, arrived in Israel for the recent Maccabiah games as the assistant coach of the Canadian basketball squad. He also recently became a part owner in the Israeli basketball club Hapoel Jerusalem. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Monday, August the 5th, 2013. I'm Teisha Bader.